Hey guys, it's Charlie. So a bunch of you are messaging me freaking out about a Batman rumor about Ben Affleck leaving the role, so I'm going to explain what's going on. So I was kind of in the middle of making another video, and then a bunch of you started messaging me about this Ben Affleck rumor. So I thought it would probably be more important that I make a video about it, just because most of you are bigger fans of Batman than you are of the stuff that's going on Supergirl. So I'll just mention that at the end of this, but Ben Affleck may be leaving the Batman role. So hopefully, just to make you guys feel a little better, I'll say new round of the Injustice 2 giveaway. I'm giving away copies of the game. All you have to do to enter is be a subscriber, leave a comment on this video. I'll announce a winner at the end of this too for the last one. And as bad as all this Ben Affleck stuff sounds, don't worry, there'll be a bunch of Prozac level videos coming later this week between Flash and everything else, just to make you feel better about life in general. But the whole reason that people are talking about this is because there's a reporter that says he has sources behind the scenes that say, three different people, doesn't really name who, that say that Ben Affleck is trying to get out of his contract with Warner Brothers to be the Batman and be in these movies.
What's your position, the Bat Vigilante in Gotham?
Daily Planet. Wait, do I own this one? Or is that the other guy?
Civil liberties are being trampled on in your city. Good people living in fear.
Don't believe everything you hear, son.
Nothing has been confirmed. Nobody's come out from the studio. This is a relatively new thing. And usually when big things like this break, everybody starts reporting it, all the big news sites. Then people from the studio, Ben Affleck, other people come forward and say, look, this is what's happening. This is all bullcrap. We're not going to comment any more about it. Like usually they come forward and say something to make you feel a little bit better or to let you know what's going on. Usually the policy of the studio is to not comment on anything. There's just been a lot of stuff going on with this Batman movie in the DCEU. So everybody's been going extra crazy, which has led to a lot of Ben Affleck comments being taken out of context, him not being used to this crazy level of comic book fandom.
Don't believe everything you hear, son.
So worst case scenario, he stops being Batman, does the Batman movie, and then that's it. They have to recast someone else as Batman for the next time they do Justice League. Or they would scrap that and just completely replan what DC movies are going to look like going forward. They're always going to make DC movies no matter what, but you have to imagine that this is their first try at doing a shared universe, so whatever Ben Affleck does, it doesn't necessarily affect the other actors that are doing DC movies. Jason Momoa is getting ready to start shooting Aquaman really soon. Wonder Woman is getting ready to come out. There's still the Flash movie that they're writing right now. They're writing a new version of the script, but they're still making the Flash movie. So all that stuff would still happen, but they would just replan how everything fits together a little bit down the road, which I feel like everybody'd be fine with. Everybody just wants good movies. That's the most important thing. If it takes a little bit longer to get it done, that's totally fine. There's another Superman movie coming that they haven't officially started talking about because people still think that he's dead. People that didn't stay through the end of Batman v Superman that don't know that he's coming back. But they just announced Green Lanterns. So if Ben Affleck leaves, this is only if he actually ends up leaving his contract and not being Batman after the Batman movie. What would probably happen going forward is that they would just go back to the old system of making DC movies. They would all kind of be their own thing. They wouldn't have to interconnect Marvel style, or they would just flat out recast Batman and he would show up for the first time in the next Justice League movie instead of showing up in a solo movie. So I will go on the record as saying that I think that Ben Affleck is a fantastic version of Batman. It totally sucks that they're having this much problems behind the scenes. So as of last week, it sounds like they're all systems go. They made that Matt Reeves announcement on Friday night. It was like, hey, deal's done. Matt Reeves is going to do the Batman movie. So then a little while after that, there was a report that they have a script that they totally like. People from the trade magazines, the people that actually talked to the studio people were saying the script is done, they're happy with it, and all that's left for us as fans is to just wait for somebody from the studio to say, okay, we're going to start shooting on this day, and this is what's going to be happening. They'll start making casting announcements. But the whole idea is that they would start production on that movie this year. But the person that was reporting all this crazy talk was saying that I've been wrong in the past, so take it with a grain of salt. So that doesn't mean that you should automatically start freaking out. It's just that when somebody sees something on the internet, they tend to believe it, especially if it comes from a website. So don't worry, don't freak out. But because all this is just so crazy, I would not be surprised if in the next couple of days, somebody from Warner Brothers came forward and said something official about all it, to either say, no, this is bullcrap, or this is what's happening, and this is how it's going to go down. So even though Ben Affleck has been a great Batman, it would still be a huge blow to DC and Warner Brothers comic book movie plans. Batman is kind of the linchpin of their movie universe right now. He's their biggest earner, he's the character that everybody loved from Batman v Superman, so him bailing on the universe would be one of the worst things that could happen, but there's still a number of contingencies. They would still make DC movies, they would cast another Batman in a couple years, and they would do more Justice League stuff. It's just that it would take a lot longer before we could go sit down in a movie theater and watch those movies. But by all accounts, just to make you feel better about DC in general, there's been a lot of drama with the Batman stuff, with the Superman stuff, but Aquaman looks like it is going to kick ass. And even Wonder Woman looks like it's going to be a vast improvement. Justice League is supposed to be the rebirth of hope. They've been using the term rebirth a lot because DC Rebirth has been amazing for their comic book line, so I feel like they're also doing that with Justice League. They kind of explained the Man of Steel to Batman v Superman to Justice League is this trilogy of hope. So The Empire Strikes Back, the darkest movie, was their Batman v Superman. So Justice League is supposed to be their Return of the Jedi, but I think the problem is that nobody's seen the trailer. Like, we just need the trailer and people will calm down a little bit just to see what it actually looks like. Because the test footage that they showed off at Comic-Con last year wasn't that finished, the special effects were kind of raw, so it wasn't a really accurate picture of what the final movie is going to look like. So don't worry, even if in like 5 years Ben Affleck still isn't Batman, it's not going to be the end of the world. I feel like people just heard that he's trying to leave the role and they took that to mean that there won't be anything happening. But no, he would still do the Batman movie. But if you guys haven't seen it, Mr. Mxyzptlk, Mr. Unpronounceable, is guest starring on Supergirl. Most of you guys don't watch the show, but I feel like if you're gonna watch the show ever, this would be the time to do it just to see him be ridiculous. So just to make you feel a little bit better about life in general, I'm gonna play this montage of him from the other TV shows that he's appeared on, from Smallville to some of the other things.
I love you, Kara Zor-El. Will you marry me?
Are you crazy? Superman? Are you serious?
I'm from out of town. The fifth dimension, to be exact. Name's Mxyzptlk. Mr. Mxyzptlk. It's spelled the usual way. And since the games were about to begin, I thought we should do the formal intro thing.
What a riot.
Mr. Mxyzptlk?
No! Repeat after me, bright boy. It's Mix. Yes. Spit. Lick.
Well, I guess that depends on what you're looking for.
Mikhail...
Mxyzptlk. Let me guess, you want to buy a vowel?
No, I just would like to put 80 on the game.
Mr. Mxyzptlk.
Superman and Batman! What fun!
And I thought Batmite was a weird one.
Don't worry, I just need to trick him into saying his name backwards.
Speaking of Superman stuff, if you guys didn't hear, Terry Hatcher is actually guest starring on Supergirl too. I don't do regular videos for that, but I just think it's really cool that she's coming on. And The Flash is on break this week, so I'll be doing bonus videos. So don't worry, there'll be a lot of DC TV bonus videos, a lot of other Marvel stuff coming, but I'll say congratulations to Henry Panos. You win a copy of Injustice 2. Please private message me on the back end of my channel so I can get your contact details. There was a new round that started in this video. I'll announce the winner when I post my Flash bonus video tomorrow. While you wait for that, you can click here for brand new Flash. You can click here for my Lego Batman Easter eggs. There's a bunch of them. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Let's high five. Chill out, everybody. It'll be okay. I'll see you in the next video.